Greetings, Boffins, and welcome to the Boffin Lab. I'm Old Man Triton, and this is a nano guide on using the Argo Atlas in Star Citizen. While tractor beams get the job done, the Argo Atlas is designed to get the job done faster and with more efficiency. We'll look at some of the tricks and tips you could use to make this tool highly effective. While using real money for this is a matter of preference, when you get it for credits, it's a must-have. At first glance, the Atlas looks like a giant walking tractor beam, but it's got a few features which make it a bit different from the tractor beam. First of all, it's got an excellent range, but the most important difference is that when you click the button to pick something up, it automatically drags it to a point directly in front and in just above you, crashing into anything on the way, and then holds it there. Then you can look at a silhouette of where you want to place the item, click the button again, and it automatically sends it to that destination. Now, when you do this, it will crash into anything that's in the way: garages, pieces of the ship, other people, other boxes. Everything will get in the way. So you need to have a fairly clear path in order to place it. You can also set the silhouettes for placing down the items at a fairly decent distance. But another feature of this is that you can place down the silhouettes somewhere else and click the button, and the object will move from where it currently is to where the silhouette is as fast as it can from its current location. This allows you to move items to a more convenient location to pick up, but it also risks bumping into anything on the way or knocking your cargo around, making it easier for you to load if there is stuff in your way. Now, the interface for placing is a little bit janky, but there are some tricks to make it a little easier. We'll look at those later. Notice that I can place things at the far end of the cargo bay, and it really takes me very little time to do it. If you tried doing this with a standard tractor beam, it'd take 3 times as much time. Now, if you need to move stuff from one place to another, you can use the silhouette to move them. The click to pick up and then the click to place will dictate the distance that the object travels before it actually starts moving. It'll try to cut the corners and move as fast as possible to the location that you've selected. If you hold down the R key, you can see the silhouette rotating. Moving the mouse and moving the mouse wheel will change the angle that they orientate the box to. And there's a lot of options there, but this is not really effective on the cargo grid, and it does not affect the box itself, just the actual silhouette. Now I'm using another technique. I'm holding down Z so I can free look, and I look over and the tractor beam tracks my head movement to work out where I'm placing things. This allows you to move things that are slightly out of your view and also see where you're placing things while the box is obscuring your vision in front of you. You can use this to maneuver stuff without having to move and turn around, but you've got a limited field of vision. As you can see, you just got to make sure that you don't break the tether by turning too quickly. There's one thing that you need to realize when using this device, and that is that it needs space around the box for it to lift it out of position. This means that if you try lifting something that is surrounded, it will get stuck. So lift from the ends and the tops of your stacks so that you can freely move it. I set up a demonstration here so that you can see exactly what I mean at close range. There are 3 boxes in a row, but if I try to tractor the one in the middle, it gets stuck and I can't unwedge it from its position. So always take your boxes from one end or another and make sure you never take a box from the bottom of a stack. we've seen ships blow up when you try that. Big shout out to Short Stack, who helped us discover that fact. This now shows us another problem with the geometry of your ships. Now, I've tried to put a box on top of this 8 SEU container, and I'm trying to put another 4 SEU container on top, but the geometry of my ship will not let it slot into place. That means that I've actually lost about 2 SEU all along the left and right side of my ship, and I can't stack that with anything, even though it's officially part of my ship's cargo. This is probably something that CIG will have to look into, maybe letting the boxes clip through those in order to stack them. This is really important for any haulers that are trying to collect large cargoes and fill up their entire cargo space, because you will find that you won't be able to use every nook and cranny. Some ships will just not carry their full SEU load of cargo if stacked with this sort of stacking. Now, I originally thought the only way to place an item was to look in the right place and have the silhouette appear where I need it. But while doing this video, I discovered a little trick. And this is proof that anybody can learn new tricks, even an old man Triton. So while looking at this item, I discovered that I could move the silhouette on the cargo grid using the middle mouse wheel. That moves it towards and away from me to suit. And that way you can select with more precision where you want the box. But once again, the box must travel to the destination without clipping into anything, and that causes a problem. You have to break the tether and try and realign so that it will go through nothing on the way to the target silhouette. And that's not as easy as it sounds. There's a couple more tricks to show you. While inside your Atlas, you can hold down F and activate keypads such as this one to open the outer doors, which is very useful when unloading. You don't need to do anything to get out or get in and open cargo doors or close them. One thing, however, is that when you're delivering cargo, I would highly recommend you park your ship in such a way that you've got a clear view of the entirety of the cargo elevator. The last trick I'm going to tell you is that you can store your ship with the Atlas already aboard, but there is a bug at the moment, and that is that the terminals in your hangar don't work for this action. I'm trying to move my Hercules to the storage right now, and you can see the elevator icon in my field of view is going down and then coming back up again. And when I look up at the screen, here comes my Hercules. For some reason, it won't store from this terminal. If you want to store your cargo ship with the Atlas still loaded aboard, you need to go to the ASOP terminals outside and click the store button there. Any other action results in the Atlas being destroyed, so don't do anything else until they fix this bug. That's the end of the guide on the Atlas. Please like and subscribe, good hunting, and have fun in space.